been on the internet recently, you probably know all about TikTok. TikTok is a rising social media platform among teenagers that captures content in short mobile videos. From lip syncing to edgy memes, there's nothing that better represents pop culture. But is there more to TikTok than popular dance videos? Though many of us are familiar with dancing coffin memes and e-girl dance videos, there's another very different group of TikTok celebrities that don't wear trendy clothes, but rather a white coat. These doctors, or educational content creators, are using the platform TikTok to teach teenagers information in a fun, easily digested format, fighting the stereotype that social media is not educational. But how can TikTok be a source of education?
That's a great question. In a world where education is delivered through books and whiteboards, a couple of educators are taking advantage of TikTok's engaging nature to help capture the user's attention. With TikTok, you can only make videos that are 1 minute or less, so complex information is presented in an easy-to-follow format. And no, you're not in some niche area with only 5 followers. In order to find out how TikTok can actually be used for education, we talked with Dr. Benjamin Kledschmann and Dr. Heidi Goodarzi, who can reach thousands, even tens of thousands of followers on TikTok. Dr. Klyachman is completing his residency in physical medicine and rehabilitation at NYU, and Dr. Goodarzi, a Harvard-trained physician who is board-certified in dermatology, are currently 2 of the very few doctors that are using TikTok to teach high school and pre-med students about the wonders of medicine. They're harnessing an unconventional platform to teach medical concepts to many aspiring medical professionals.
We asked Dr. Kledschmann why he started his TikTok account.
So at first, TikTok was just a very small platform. It was really just an extension of my Instagram. And what I was trying to do first on Instagram and now on TikTok is to not only educate people, but kind of show them a positive role model, someone that can go through medical school and residency and not have kind of a disappointing life or what people think is very sad, just studying all the time. You could also have fun while you study. So I wanted to be that role model for a younger generation of people. And I think TikTok really captures that younger generation right now.
TikTok currently has one of the best audiences and resources for education, teenagers.
Right now, TikTok, one, has a huge audience. And the audience that it has are people that are in college, in high school, that are capable of being swayed by what you say. So if somebody likes the content, the medical or educational content that I put out, hopefully they can then look things up themselves or even go into the medical field. So that's one reason, that the huge audience that TikTok has. And the other reason would be the capability that TikTok has on its actual platform. There's so much that you could do with those videos in such a little amount of time and effort, like voicing over and showing all these little aspects of things. I think they also just added a tool where you could link pages, like Wikipedia pages and informational pages, to your videos. So that's something that I'm going to incorporate into my videos as well.
It appears Dr. Goodarzi and Dr. Kletschmann are like-minded about the role TikTok can play in a student's education.
I think the problem is that healthcare professionals are the minority. Health information from social media, there's always the danger of getting it from the wrong source. And I think that's one of the incentives that physicians and other healthcare workers are coming to TikTok to kind of be the voice of reason and give the correct information. But unfortunately, we're still in minority.
Dr. Klyachman has a big vision for the future of education. When in medical school, he also used fun resources and believes that these new resources are the future.
I used things like Pathoma and Sketchy Medical, which were fun ways of learning. They incorporated funny pictures and cool stories, and that was really the only way that I was able to absorb so much information. So I think it's the same concept with TikTok. They make information dissemination very easy, very fun, and creative. And when you're watching something that's fun and creative, I think you have a better chance of remembering it and taking a piece of it with you after you're done. I don't even want to limit it to TikTok for doing that. I think it's already been happening, and it's only going to transform more, with TikTok being the newest addition to this social media educational revolution. Right now, what we've been seeing is a lot more crowdsourcing. Well, we're capable of reaching out to some of the best minds in the field, say in the medical field, and learning about their cases, having questions to our cases done. And I think it's transforming education in general. Back, 10, 15 years ago, even 20 years ago, we had very limited resources. We had our textbooks, we had our professors and the doctors that we worked closely with, and that's about it. Now we could access just about anything we want. TikTok is now just another tool for that, as long as you're using resources that are verified.
Dr. Goodarzi agrees with Dr. Klyachman, but also notes the potential distraction some of these new resources can be.
Do you wish that you had more entertaining resources to learn from when you were in med school studying to become a doctor?
Oh, that's a question I always think about, because God bless you guys, I think I would be so distracted I wouldn't get anything done. So no. But joking aside, I think there's so many amazing resources now. Yes, I wish I had that we were limited to people that we had physical contact with or would come give us a talk in an auditorium format. Or at most we had CDs or printed material. But I think it would have been amazing to have this much resource. And also from a motivational standpoint, once you see people in your own shoes doing the same thing you're doing, I think it's very helpful to identify with and hope and work harder. But the distraction issue is real.
Remember that controversy with the dress? Whether it was blue, white, or whatever, I bet you still remember the color you saw. Now try to remember all the parts of a cell. This just shows how a platform like TikTok can be such a powerful tool for education, for teaching people something that they'll carry with them beyond the classroom. This educational aspect of TikTok could be an answer to many parents' concerns about social media use. With the younger generation spending ample time on social media platforms, they are quickly becoming one of the best ways to educate students. Making short, educational, and entertaining TikToks can be a better way of gaining students' attention, which will provide for more effective and efficient learning. Ultimately, this should be the goal of educators. As Dr. Kledschmann and Dr. Goodarzi have shown, even in the medical field, a specialty that requires immense stamina and dedication, is proving to be an area where new forms of education can be beneficial to students. All this goes to show that while TikTok is still many people's go-to place for the latest meme trends, it can also serve as an efficient and sustainable tool for education.